if you need a trade to work, stop immediately. If you are looking at a trade and you need it to work, you need to stop immediately. It won't work out so well. This reminds me, in the original Market Wizards book, and I can never remember who said it, but there was somebody who wanted to buy a castle, right? A trader who was like, I want to buy a castle. So I'm going to go back home and I'm going to go make the profits real quick to go buy that castle. And like at that point, he ended up nearly blowing up his account because he was so focused on the outcome rather than focusing on the process.
This is the How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast, brought to you by 10MinuteStockTrader.com, where we cover finance, stocks, options, entrepreneurship, education, and money. And here's your host, voted one of the top 100 people in finance, Christopher Ewell.
On today's episode, we're going to stop talking about how to trade and show you exactly how we do trade inside the 10-minute trading room. So be sure to stay to the end so I can show you exactly how to get that $5,488 worth of trading education for free. Let's get into it. I'm going to show you every single trade that we put on over the last couple of weeks and how we traded them. And hopefully you'll find a ton of value with this. So here's everything we've traded inside the 10-minute trading room. The How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast is now exclusively on ShareVision.com, the first dedicated streaming platform for the world of finance. And that's where you can find us every single week over at ShareVision.com. Just head to ShareVision.com to learn more and type in 10-minute stock trader in the search bar. Come like and subscribe. I can't wait to see you over there at ShareVision.com, the first dedicated streaming platform for the world of finance. So this is a tweet from my friend Mike Lamoth. I've had him on the podcast before. I like Mike. Super nice guy. He knows a lot about the market. And this tweet says, if you need a trade to work, stop immediately. If you are looking at a trade and you need it to work, you need to stop immediately. It won't work out so well. This reminds me, in the original Market Wizards book, and I can never remember who said it, but there was somebody who wanted to buy a castle, right? A trader who was like, I want to buy a castle. So I'm going to go back home and I'm going to go make the profits real quick to go buy that castle. And like at that point, he ended up nearly blowing up his account because he was so focused on the outcome rather than focusing on the process. The process being keeping losses small, letting winners get huge. But he was so focused on the outcome that he lost his process. So what he says here is it places too much emphasis on the individual trade and not on the system. Exactly what I'm saying. Too much emphasis on the outcome of the one trade and not on following your system. And when you're focused on the system, when you're focused on the process, no one trade matters. No one trade should matter to you. You might not even care if it works. It's all about the system. Now, I do have a follow-up to this as well. It's all about the system. So let me get my other one set up real quick. This one is from our leader Mark. Oh no, I didn't save it. Oh, sorry. Hang on, I'll find it real quick. I was talking about the math behind how this works. Okay, here it is. Sorry, I didn't save it like I normally do. All right, so this is one from Mark. So let's say you enter the market with 25% of your capital. Okay, that's it. You have 5% positions. 5% positions is 25% of your capital. Now, on each of those, you have an 8% stop. So, granted, he's not talking options per se. He's talking, stock. But at the same time, keep it in mind, it's keeping the losses small, limiting the losses to only 8%. And you get stopped out on each one of those trades. So, in the 5 you put on, you lose all 5. Each one is a full loss of your 8%. But overall, your account's only down 2%. That's why when I've been talking to you guys, talking about the position size and how important it is, right? You get all 5 of these wrong, your account's only off 2%. You still got 98% left. Now you could do that 2 more times. So you could lose on all 5, 8% on all 5 once, lose 8% on all 5 twice, lose 8% on all 5 a third time, and your total account drawdown is still only 5%. That is why position size matters so much. And that's if you were to get stopped out on all 15 trades, keeping them the same size. That's just the math behind it, right? And that's why we take our losses as soon as we can, because we don't want those to work against us, right? Granted, this has been a terrible market for trading lately, right? If you're surviving this market right now, as you guys know, like we're doing, if you're surviving, taking, cuts here and there, you're doing better than a lot of hedge funds. You're doing better than a lot of money managers who have been doing this for 40 years or plus, because they didn't know how to handle the risk of this. I don't know why they didn't know how to handle the risk of this. They should have been doing what we were doing the entire time, which is keeping your losses small, letting your winners run. But they don't always work out. And when they don't, you got to position size correctly. Just like Mark talks about here, this should just be a paper cut to you. So thank you guys so much for coming today. I really appreciate you. I'm going to shoot you out an email here in just a minute, just confirming that we did close the PM trade totally flat. Looking forward to potentially shifting to a bull market. So thank you guys so much for coming to today's trading room. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great afternoon. Hey, don't forget, before you head out, head to secretinvestingbook.com right now to get your free copy of the Secret Investing Book. This is how to finally get a positively unfair advantage in the stock market. And it has 13 of the secrets that Wall Street does not want you to know. And I want to send this to you for free today. Just help me by covering shipping. And the way you can do that is by going to secretinvestingbook.com. That's secretinvestingbook.com, and I'll ship this out for you right away. Thanks so much.